Kia ora, good morning team, how are we? How are you, Cole, mate? It's a bit wet, isn't it? Right, Tommy, this is my brother Cam. You can see they absolutely froth it. A100. Yeah, kia ora team, how are we? So just wanted to explain that these short videos are going to be how we try to run the daily function on our farm here. As I said, we're a dairy farm, so we do all our milkings as well as our calving. And right now we're about 4 or 5 weeks out from calving, so very shortly you'll be able to see about 250 newborn calves that we're going to be rearing up, and then they go into replacing the herd, but we'll touch a little bit more on that later on. So yeah, feel free to comment or subscribe now and follow this journey. Beautiful. One of the morning jobs that we have is we're going to use a tractor to load up some maize, which is essentially corn but put into cow formula that we put in this feeder, and it will be fed out into silage bins, which I'll show at a later stage. We have just over 230 cows, dairy Friesians, and we're going to feed them about 1380 kilograms for the dry matter, which is maize. So this is the loading of the silage that we feed out to the cows. So just chuck them on the forks, and then we've got the feeder over there, and always Cole to help out. Beautiful job, Cam. Well done, mate. Right, Tommy, this is my brother Cam. This is his farm, and what we're doing is feeding out silage. Silage is one of the supplements that the cows love to eat. Boom. We are farming. What we're doing is we're feeding out some silage. It's just a fermented grass that they go fucking apeshit for. And it's my brother in the tractor. And yeah, it's a stunning, glorious day here. We're in paddock 66. Vlog 1, done. Hope your team are well, and we'll catch you later on. Yeah, kia ora, morena team, how are we? So I explained before, we have our maize. These are the feed bins down next to the cow shed. So last night they spent the night on the standoff pad, and now we've brought them down here to, oh, there you go, to feed on this maize. We grow it here on the farm about 4 or 5 months prior in the summer, where it ferments and it just gains a lot of nutrients. This is a really good supplement for the cows. You can see they absolutely froth it, A100. So we leave them on here for about half an hour, 45 minutes. And then we chuck them in their paddock with the silage, so they're getting enough feed through the summer because they're actually pregnant at the moment. You can see this one's pretty wide. She is too, so they'll last about 4 or 5 weeks until calf. And the last are coming just down the raceway here. It's going to be a glorious day here. We bloody need it. It's been a lot of rain. So you can see, ideally these are all flat paddocks down here. These are really good for our dairy platform, for the cows just to graze on when they are milking, and they're nice flat paddocks that we can easily maintain. Got the milking shed over here. I'll touch a little bit more base on that when we're actually into the milking. But yeah, good times. So it's a lot to take in, but this is our other main milking herd. There's about 145 in here. And like we do in the morning, is down by the main cow shed here, these feed troughs, we put the maize in, which they come and feed on in the morning. It's just a good supplement for them, just to gain some more milk, to gain some more dry matter. And then we push them through, and then up into a new fresh bit of grass over there. Hey ladies, come on. Hey, 154. Beautiful morning here. Lovely. pushed them up the raceway, in through the paddock that they had chewed through last night, into fresh grass over there, and then locked them in for the arvo, and then shift them around, just break feeding them. Beauty. It's another glorious day here in the Coromandel. Good morning, how are we? The beauty of the job, working in the rain. But you know what, we push on and get through it. Here's what they chew up, and here's some beautiful grass that we've just let them through into. Morning, ladies. Rain. Kia ora, good morning team, how are we? How are you, Cole, mate? It's a bit wet, isn't it? As you can see, it's extremely wet here on the Coromandel. Lately it's just rained all night and all day. So there's Cam up there feeding out some silage. The cows will go into that paddock so they can graze up there and eat some more nutrients. And yeah, lovely day. Hey Cole, hey mate. Yeah, so from Cam feeding out the silage, this is the paddock 6 hours later, and the cows have turned up, so you can see what all the rain has done. We just have to push on, and I'll be taking it up to the standoff pad, which I'll see you there in a sec. Hey team, so we've just come from the paddock and we've pushed the cows up to this place. It's called the standoff pad. Now this is a real basic little square pad where the cows are going to spend the rest of the night. It's like the last emergency process when there's just too much rain. So you're going to think they haven't got much to eat. Well, they had their maize this morning and we oversupplied them a bit because we knew this was going to happen. And then we gave them the silage in the paddocks, and then they've had grass in the paddocks for the last 6 hours. So it's like, again, the last emergency stop where we can just give the paddocks a bit of a rest and it's not pugging up the grass or turning up the grass with lots of mud from all the rain. Easy Cole, easy Cole, easy Cole. Good boy. Come on, push through. Just like that. Boom.